hardcore boxing news, and that's what's up, man. And that's what's up, man. Okay, you gonna come on here and just break news just like that, huh?
This is Dollar.
Hey, it's your boy Jay, hardcore boxing news. What you got going on, bro? We out of here. Hey, it's your boy Jay, hardcore boxing news, back at you with another one. And look who I got with me. I got Lamont Roach Jr. How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
Man,
All is well.
I just been keeping life simple, man. How about you? How simple has it been for you lately?
It ain't been too simple, but I'm maintaining and I'm enjoying it.
So you built for this, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. It's we're about 2 or 3 weeks out from the big fight, man, and y'all done been everywhere on the internet for sure. I mean, y'all done hit some of the biggest spots out there, man. So I salute y'all, man, for the debonair work y'all been getting done lately, man.
Yeah. We've been hitting some spots, man. We've been on the go.
Yes, indeed.
Comes with the sport, though.
That's all right, but I understand, man. You all are about to do your own event on Pro Box coming up, right?
Oh yeah, April 12th, man. Live at Maryland Live Casino. It's gonna be a great card, man. Action packed, loaded with talent from the area.
Tell me some people that are going to be fighting, man.
Well, you got Jordan, headlined by Jordan Short Dog White. He's in the contender series, looking to maintain his status. Man, it's gonna be a good fight. We got a heavyweight Shark going at the heavyweight as a co-main. But from the area, we got younger brother Lamont Jordan Roach. We got Benjamin Johnson from No Excuse. Got David Whitmire from Triple Threat. Sugar Wayne Holmes from Triple Threat. We got Frankie Scarborough Nation in the house. He just recently signed with Pro Box, so that's his Pro Box debut on that card. Got Shaquille Daly, another exciting young fighter from the area. Larry Riccio, trying to get his career back going, man. So it's loaded, man. It's loaded. Got Irk Hernandez going too, man, from Virginia, man. Kind of spread it out.
Okay.
It's stacked, man. It's stacked.
It sounds like it is, man, for sure. Okay. All right, man. So that's being promoted by you all, right?
Yes. No excuse for promotion. Yep.
Okay. Is that new or you been had that?
No, I've been had. I promoted Lamont's World Championship fight. My partners, we partnered with Pro Box, No Excuse Promotion, and Pro Box TV, TV rights. To the events. We got together, man, and we making some stuff happen, man. We about to take over. If people don't see it now, they're gonna see it real soon. We on the move. They on the move, and we looking to continue to bring the best fights and put the talent on from the area.
And keep more of the percentages.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Hey, man, that's what's up, man. Hey, I want to go back to the night of the fight, man, because I done watched all the interviews, man, and I mean, I'm pretty much sure y'all done talked about damn near everything at this particular point. But I want to go back to the night of the fight, man. Take me first of all, man. Take me in the locker room right before the fight, man. What was the mind frame at that particular time? Just give us a bird's eye view of how it started off, man.
Man, it was go time, man. It was dialed in, man. Lamont was laser focused, laser sharp, on warming up. You could just see it all in his face. The team, we just seemed like, all right, it's about to be our moment. All the work that we put in, we were just about to showcase it right there that night on March the 1st. So it was starting to come surreal, and it played out, kind of like we thought it was. The crowd coming out, we had our good walkout, great performance. It was all around a great night.
How is Lamont in the room? Is he quiet? Is he listening to music? Is he meditating? What is he doing?
He was listening to music at this man. He had No Savage back there was rapping, and man, he just was he was banging some bangers back there, unreleased music, and Lamont just was he just was zoned in, man. He was in the zone, man. Right before the fight started, you could just see it in him, man. You could just like he just had so much to to prove and and was ready to showcase his talents that night.
What did you say to him right before the bell rang?
Be great,
Great.
be great.
Wow,
That's
wow,
all.
wow, wow. And he took it like on the thing. He said, "Got it, gone." You remember that?
Yeah, yeah, he was down there, man. He was down there, and he
First
executed.
first couple of rounds, it was kind of slow, and I guess they were basically just filling each other out. When your son came back in the first round, what were you saying to him?
It was kind of like he was dictating the pace. I think he was controlling it.
Hmm.
He was saying what Tank was trying to do, and he was establishing ring generalship and establishing his presence. So we was gonna keep building off each round till we finally turned it up.
Yeah, because it seemed like the first three rounds, that's what they were doing. It was seeming like they was reestablishing themselves and knowing each other again in the ring. You know what I mean? You see,
Yeah,
who was gonna
yeah,
make that
yeah, yeah.
first move. It looked like chess at that particular
Yeah,
time.
and I told people it's gonna be like that. I said it's gonna be some high IQ stuff going on, something to the head and eye to people that they're not gonna really see or notice what's going on in that ring. Because we had two guys that familiar with each other with high ring IQ. So the first three rounds is it was kind of like establishing a position. I think we took more control of the fight, even though we had Tank on the back foot a lot, and Lamont was really establishing himself in those rounds. Even though if it was just regular mental pressure and ring generalships, he was controlling the real estate.
That is so true. And it seemed like he just picked up from when they was in the amateurs because Lamont was on his front foot then too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like they just had round or what's that?
A
The
team.
round. The average was around seven, though, 3 and 3. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
round seven, that's what they call them, man. But
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
definitely, definitely, man. When what round did you say to him, okay, it's time to step it up. Let's go get him.
Uh, right at the second half of the fight,
Mhm.
I can see it coming on. Tank, I knew Tank was about to come on a little bit himself, and we was gonna match it. But really, we really turned up like after the sixth round. Really, he really stepped on the gas and said, "All right, you're gonna have to really fight my pace."
Yeah, I seen that. It's like he was taking control of the fight. And when it came to Tank Power, I know I didn't hear the interview, but I've seen people write and type about how Lamont said it wasn't anything that he hadn't felt before. Am I correct? Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, he said he said Tank he had good power. But he said he see how Tank sets people up to get his knockouts. But like he said, he's been hit. He's been hit like that before, um,
Hmm.
in the ring. But he can see how Tank gets the knockouts. But it wasn't. I think he felt the power. And I think that was one of the things when he really said, "Oh, it's really about to be over with."
It's go time.
It's go time, yeah. It's just like he always said. He got a nice beard on him. You know what I'm saying? He got a got a pretty good chin as well. We knew Tank bring some power to the table, but we knew we brought some as well. So he got to worry about us just like we had to worry about him.
Yeah, because actually Tank was the one that ended up doing the two step and not Lamont.
Yeah, yeah. So like I told everybody we heard everybody we fought. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't gonna be no different on March 1st. You know what I'm saying? I knew it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. And I think
So
Tank knew it too, because he said it in the press conference that your son had sneaky power. So he knew.
yeah, he do. I mean, they've been in the ring. Like not only they fought, they've been in the ring. Spawn. They've been quite a few times. When they were younger. So Like I said, it was familiarity on both sides, and people ain't take that into account. But we knew, what I'm saying, we knew what we was up against. I think Tank knew what he was up against, so it made for a great fight. I always said it was going to be a great fight.
Yeah, I did too. I screamed on highest levels anywhere I could, and I told people because you all was getting a lot of backlash about Tank taking the fight against you all, man. You know, about you coming up in weight, about people didn't know who you were, a whole bunch of stuff. And I was like, this is a 50-50 fight.
Yeah.
And I told everybody, this fight's going the distance. You know, I got laughed at. You dig? I got laughed at, but you know, I look like a genius after the fight, though. But
Yeah, yeah, you did look like a genius. You was one of the few. We had some people that stood toes down on that as well. They was thought, from what they knew and what they seen and the experience around both. They said, okay, this gonna be a great fight, and we knew it. Regardless of what they said on the outside, we just said let them keep talking, let them keep talking. We working, and it's going to show March 1st. We were very confident, and that's that taking nothing away from Tank. We knew what we was up. He was in this position for a reason, and we just needed the right dance file to show that we was on that level as well. And I think we showed that on March 1st.
no, y'all definitely did so, man. Y'all definitely woke up the boxing community, man, because a lot of people were asleep to you all. But now, I mean, at every little hole everywhere, man, people are talking, man. At the what they say at the water fountain, the water cooler, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody know who the roaches are now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes, but we still left out there disappointed because we thought we won the fight.
Okay. Okay.
And
This was my next question I was going to ask you. Do you feel that y'all won the fight?
yeah, we felt we won the fight even without the controversy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to go back and look at it. I just can't see him winning 7 rounds of nowhere. I thought even if you split those first six,
Mm-hmm.
the back six, you can't give him no more than 1 round. You know what I'm saying? So Lamont really turned up that last 6 rounds. So um, but that's boxing for you. You know what I'm saying? Lamont's not happy at all. Guess
Mm-hmm.
Philly got a lot more to prove. He's very they had to calm him down after that fight when he got in the back. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. He's just that competitive,
Yeah,
huh?
competitive. He didn't take that very well at all. He understood. He knew he did enough to be 2-time world champion. And, you work your way up your whole career to get to moments like this. Everybody don't even get to this moment. Get a chance to perform like this at this stage, and to have a blatant controversy. We thought we won without it, but to have that something that's ABC 1 2 3. Any rough, knows. You take a knee. That's an 8 count, man. That's a knockdown, and to have a experience rough like that, make a mistake, man, it just didn't sit well with us.
Yeah, you all did acquire an attorney, and I guess that he sent a letter to the sanctioning commission and this, that, and the other. What did they say to you back?
We filed an appeal on his behalf. We got to do what's best for the fighter. We just can't
Right.
let a disjustice just go a route.
Mm-hmm.
Without weighing out options when it comes to filing an appeal.
Mm-hmm.
Appeal the decision because in their rule book state they had the rights to review it, and it was a blatant um, miss by their team. They said they acknowledged that it was a knockdown, should have been called a knockdown, but they wasn't going to change the decision because they say Tank could have fought different the last 3 rounds. Which I say the guy that got 95% knockout ratio always try to knock you out anyway. So what difference was he gonna fight? We
Mm-hmm.
could have made it easy for us to hit him then if they saying that. But Tank always looking for the knockout. So um, I thought they had the ability to make the correction, just not for that, for the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the mistakes, always happen on when it's the A side fighter. You don't see that happening on the other side. So they go to the favorite, the more popular guy.
What did
You
they
know,
say about the stepping on the apron when Tank
it
went to
shouldn't have
get his?
happened. They didn't get into a detail, but they know that's a blatant. You can't go on the apron. They say that in the rules meeting, man. They go disqualify you. So you can't even touch a guy. Like if he fall out the ring, he got 20 seconds to get back in. If you touch him, it's disqualification.
Right.
So he didn't even fall out the ring. He went up and touched him while he was in the ring. So you know what I'm saying? It just was a lot of mistakes for experienced referee like that, man. It just
It looked like we got a little technical difficulty. His phone somebody probably called on his phone if he's on his particular phone. But we were just talking about how when Tank went to Calvin, that he got his face wiped, and that was blatant that they should have been disqualified for that particular occurrence. I can remember when Mayweather fought man, what's the kid from New York, man? Zab Judah. And when Zab Judah they had that big melee, man, and everybody was in the ring and nobody got disqualified from it. So it has happened before, man, but it seems like when it comes to the A side, they do kind of get more leniency. It just is what it is, man. And even people from Tank's side, they even recognized it and and said that, hey, man, that's what it is. Hold on, it looked like I got Lamont back. Let me bring him back in. There we go. Can you
yeah.
hear me? I know. Got you.
Somebody
Yeah,
must die out there.
yeah. I kind of figured that's what happened. I was just telling the people that it reminded me when Mayweather fought Zab Judah, and remember they had that big melee because Zab hit Floyd in the balls, man, and then
Yeah, real low.
and everybody end up being on the apron. Nobody got disqualified, and the fight went on. And I said, normally when you have a big A side, you know what I mean, which are the money, you know what I mean, seem like things get a little leniency. Would you agree?
Yeah, it always happen. Any controversy is always the A side. So they get the benefit of the doubt. Saying, but you had three different offenses in this fight that
Mm,
they could have got. But one of the biggest thing, it's just like they said the instant replay. They had technical difficulties, which was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They had to, they had the replay.
it happened
So
right
you,
at the round. They
yeah, they had the replay right there, and the rules say it don't have to. They don't have to go by the They could do it after the fight if something went wrong and correct it. It's in their rules, in the replay rules. So it just would have set well for the whole sport. It would have gave people like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe this boxing ain't corrupt that it is, you know what I'm saying? Like people already look at it bad.
Mm-hmm.
You get bad decisions all the time and miss calls like that, but blatant calls like that you shouldn't miss. You know what I'm saying? Experienced referees know what it is. It's boxing. I thought we won without it. I'm gonna keep saying that. I thought we won without it. Um, Lamont had a spectacular performance and should have been two-time, two-division world champ. But that's over and done with. We tried our hand and weighed our options,
Mm-hmm.
but we just looking forward. Hopefully, we run it back and get the fans what they want to see. They want to see a rematch, man. Everybody talking about this. I think it's the biggest fighting boxer right now.
I think so. I think so, man. Everybody is very interested now. It is a huge fight now. You know what I'm saying? And you get a chance to run it back. I mean, you didn't win the fight, but you definitely won the battle. You know what I mean? Because you all won a lot of fans that night, man. You won a lot of fans. I'm pretty much sure his Instagram numbers went up, didn't they?
Man, he about like almost 200,000 now. Yeah, they shot up. He got and them things shot way up. You know, yeah, a lot of people go everywhere. They know they stopping me on the highway. You know what I'm saying? So it's
On the highway.
on the highway road. I'm driving, beeping the horn, rolling the window down. I was like, I didn't even know who that was, but it was funny. But it's crazy, man. But man, that's what you work for to get to that stage, man. Like I said, you just need the right dance part of them. You know, always, even with the battle, you know, with Tank, man, I'm always thankful for the opportunity that that brother gave us, because he could have fought anybody, and he fought us, and he knew it was gonna be a tough fight. You know, people might have thought he was just saying that, but he knew. You know what I'm saying? And people need to stop criticizing him like he not still a great fighter, because he is.
He damn sure is, man. And you all were great dance partners to each
Mm.
other, man. And I can't wait to see the rematch now, man. And because you all have been in the ring, you all done rewatched the fight. How many times have you rewatched that fight, man?
Maybe I ain't gonna lie, man. Maybe I may watch that. If I watch the fight every day, you know,
Ah,
since that
okay.
maybe twice a day sometimes. So I didn't watch that fight at least 40, 50 times already.
Wow. And let me ask you this a major question, man. Your son has already been champion. You know what I mean? And how does this make you feel, not as a trainer, but as a father, bro?
Man, it feels good to see your son. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's bittersweet. It feels
Mm-hmm.
good to know that you're more now considered like recognized as one of the best boxers out there. You went up toe to toe, head to head with one of the pound for pound faces of boxing. Too many. So I
Mm-hmm.
know you held more than held your own, and was deserving to have that belt that night. So it feel good to watch him get some recognition that he deserved. But also, it also make you want to get back in that gym and say, man, we got more work to do because we didn't accomplish what we came to accomplish. And by no means are we happy and satisfied by what took place on March 1st. We're very disappointed, and we're eager to run it back so we can really claim what rightfully belong to us.
I love it. I love it, man. So a date has been flying around, June 21st. I did get some confirmation on it. They said it is a tentative date, so we'll see how that works, So that's June 21st. Have you heard anything?
Nah, I mean, I didn't hear no concrete dates, anything like that.
They
But
said tentative. Yeah, they didn't say
they
concrete.
said they'll be tentative either. I didn't. I mean, I seen the date, but I haven't heard
Okay.
that date. I'm saying I know it's supposed to have been in the. They say in the summertime was a
Hmm.
possibility. But I guess they still iron out some things. But we're looking forward to it as soon as possible. Whatever date it is, we're gonna be ready.
Nice, 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 nice. What, without giving away, what was one thing that you learned that night, man?
Yeah, like I said, it just
I
without.
know that's a tough one. I know.
Uh, I learned how I can tell you what, I can learn how people can change their opinion real quick. Hey, I know they can change up real quick, you know what I'm saying? But some people just didn't know, I ain't mad at them. Some of them, yeah, stay over there. But a lot of them, yeah, we welcome all new fans, you know what I'm saying, that seen, him perform against one of their best fighters they believed in, you know what I'm saying? But this boxing is funny, man. You know what I'm saying? They like I said, they love you, then they hate you, they love you again.
Hank
But
said
we're enjoying it.
Hank said that night.
Yeah, but we enjoying it. You know that finally 9 years old, man, 29, 20 years of work, man. Now at the top of the top of the food chain. You know what I'm saying? Top of the level of this sport, and name buzzing, and people finally seeing your skill level that we knew he had, that we never doubted. Lamont never
Mhm.
doubted. I know people seen his confidence throughout the camp, throughout the build up, to the fight, all the way through the fight. So feels good, man. We know we got work to do. We ain't satisfied. We know the other side going to come back and be more prepared, and we're gonna be more prepared. So it's gonna make for a great fight. I think it's the most sought out, most anticipated fight for this year. To be honest with you. Everybody wants to see this and rematch, and I don't think neither side gonna disappoint.
Oh no, not at all. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm more than sure them tickets are gonna be high, and it's gonna be a star-studded event, probably in Las Vegas, because that it's a Las Vegas fight now. To be truthfully honest, man, and, you know that's the mecca of boxing, and I'm pretty much sure, but who knows? But I think it's probably going to be in Vegas, Max. What do you think?
I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that. Makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, you read the comments, you read the outreach. People want to interview Lamont or reaching out. They
Mm-hmm.
want to see it again. You know what I'm saying? So Tank still got a huge fan base that ain't going nowhere.
Mm-mm.
His people want to see it again. So it's gonna be electric, man. It's gonna be electric. It's a much watch TV, much watch event. You must see this rematch, man. So it's cool. I can't wait.
When did it really kick in? This new big stardom that hit y'all, man. When did it finally really kick in? Like, wow.
Man, right after you could just see like the attention. You know, you see Lamont on the nightcap.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen A. Smith show. We just left Cameron and Mace, Andre Wood. You know, like when everybody started reaching, more people than reached out want to interview and things like that. Um, right after it, you can see all the attention Lamont was getting. You know, when he walked, to the regular store, or the people that wants to now want to reach out and interview and talk about the fight. So, but I appreciate the ones that was talking about before the fight. You know, what I'm saying like the lead up to it. You know, what I'm saying like yourself. You know, Zeb and guys like that, and people that came out to Florida to interview us and stuff like that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we appreciate all the coverage that we got. Everybody that covered both sides. We enjoyed it, and we looking forward for round two.
Have y'all got a chance to woosah yet, man? Have y'all got any rest yet?
But I'm on the move, man. I got April 12th, man. So I did. I've been on the move, man, with pro boxing. We on the go, man. We about to do a back of shows.
I love it,
Keep
man.
these
I love
young
it, man.
fellas busy and keep building the brand but I know Lamont was tired for a while. Like we ain't sleep the day of. Like we went back to the hotel. We was up like to the next day, pretty much in the lobby. Everybody came, family had a lot of family and friends come up. So it came over. We had some pizza. And, we was just chilling. A couple of interviews that was people that was there in the hotel, but so
Mm-hmm.
we had to leave that day, and then it kept on from there. Then went back out Florida, did some more interviews with our guys out there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so we was moving. So finally, I had to take like a couple of days, and I was just like, I had to shut it. I had to recharge the batteries. I just had to lay it down, man. I was like, I'll turn my phone off, and I'm gonna get some rest. So
Mm-hmm.
I did had to shut it down.
All right, I'm gonna ask you this question, man, because last time it was left in the judges' hands and everything. Y'all going for the knockout this time?
Hey, look, we all like Mark said. He always going for the knockout, man. So
Okay.
so that ain't gonna change. They'll be listening to him. He said, "I'm always going for the knockout, man." So I think we're in a better place right now where people know who he is and they see the skill level. Although they're gonna see two very skilled guys go at it again. So Lamont's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be even better in this next fight. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
So
Lord, even better. Wow.
yeah, it'll be even better in this next fight. So um, we gonna see how it play out.
Sounds like a winner to me, man. I'm gonna tell you, for some reason, man, I feel a trilogy with this fight, man. For some reason, I feel a trilogy, but we're gonna see.
Yeah,
But I got that. My spidey sense is telling me trilogy for this one, man. And hey, that's just more money, man. You know what I mean?
yeah,
For sure, for
yes, for
sure.
sure.
All right, but let me ask you. So the Tank has officially said, "Hey, this is a rematch, right?"
they exercised, you know what I'm saying, the rematch. When we
They did
win or draw, we had the rematch.
okay,
So
win or draw, because I
win
was
or draw.
wondering if the draw
Yeah,
was in that. Yeah, okay.
yeah,
So
win or draw, we had a rematch. They had the option to rematch. So
okay, so y'all
very,
negotiated the money and everything prior then.
yeah,
Yes.
that was
Okay.
part of the deal, you know.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so so they said Tank said it himself he was pushing for the rematch.
Mhm.
All things leading to that was taking place. Lamont told you we signed sealed on our end, so we just
Mhm.
wait.
Yeah,
So
I know y'all upset the apple cart because it supposed to have been Tank and Jake Paul after y'all. Did you
that's
hear
why you can't make them play. I tell everybody was supposed to be, God rest his soul, supposed to be the Michael Moore grills. And they turned out to be the George Foreman grills. You know what I'm saying? God, and Big George, man, may rest in peace with that boxing loss, a great one right there.
man?
But
That,
those supposed to be Michael Moore grills. But look
mm.
what happened. So
Did
can't
you
count your
just hit us
chickens before they hatch now. So.
Did you just hit us with some subliminal just now, bro? Hey man.
Hey, can't count the chickens for a hatch, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul got to sit his ass down, wait, but hey,
Mm.
but Mark told you it's gonna be two fights. He
He
said
did.
it's gonna be a rematch, man. I ain't been listening to him, man. I ain't been trying to tell him, man.
You know what? He damn sure did say that was going to be a second fight. He did say that.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
gonna
he
be a
did.
second fight. It's only right,
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
only
yeah.
right.
No doubt.
Even if we got the win, which we should have, fight him again, right away.
Has
Because
anybody else in the 35 division been reaching out to fight y'all?
you seen some tweets, you know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about they want that fight. We like you said, our
They
name
might
up there,
talk. I
right?
mean, has anybody sent the contract? Is what I'm saying. That talk don't mean nothing. You know
But
what I mean? Twitter.
it's been talks that really can't see nothing. Like we own up to our obligations, man.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
no,
yeah. Well, I
we're
know you
not
ain't
gonna
gonna
go
do
against
nothing.
that.
I was just wondering if anything came out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, a lot of there's been some talks about people wanting to do something, but nothing, no paperwork or nothing like that. But
Okay, because I know
we
I
we
heard.
we we locked in for what we signed up for. We signed up for a rematch, and
That's right.
we were given the opportunity. Uh, we damn sure gonna honor the right back.
I like that. I like that. Before we get on out of here, man, can you tell the people again that might have been late coming in on this interview about your event April 12th?
April 12th, live at Merlin Live Casino. Come out and see a great card, man. Live on ProBox TV. We'll be bringing the best cards to the area. This won't be the first stop. We will be back at least two more times this year. We're going to keep the cards rolling with the stat card from local talent. We got headlined by George Short Dog White, top 10 contender at 130 pounds. Short Dog is looking to put on a spectacular performance to keep his win streak going. We got my Jordan Roach younger brother Lamont on the card, amateur standout and no excuse fighter Benjamin Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
12-time national champion and international gold medalist when he was an amateur. You got David Whitmire, man, he's like 9 or 10-0 now. Andrew Council stable, along with Wayne Sugar Wayne. Dwayne Holmes Jr. He's like 9-0 now. So you got him on the card. Eric Hernandez
Mm.
looking to go from rising star to contender status. Shaquille Daly's on that card. You got Larry Riccios on that card. It's just loaded with local
It
talent.
sounds loaded, man. It
It's
sounds
loaded, and you got some veterans. You got Willie Shaw on that card.
okay.
Yeah, he's a contender.
Mm-hmm.
And we had Trayvon on the card, Marshall, but
Uh-huh.
Trayvon not fighting due to minor setback, minor injury. He's
Oh wow.
nursing.
Okay.
So, but we looking to replace that with one of like another undefeated fighter, like so add some more firepower to the card. So
Wow, man.
it's the real deal, man. Everybody need to get out. Tickets are on sale now. Hit the fighters for tickets. Go online for tickets. You could DM me for tickets. Tickets start at $50, man. So, it's 50 to 250. 250 is the
That's a
front
nice
row.
arena, man. That's a
Yeah,
nice.
it's a
I like
very nice.
that arena, man. I love that, man.
Yeah, it's very nice, man. It's gonna be Very energetic crowd, man. Crowd pleasing fights. It's gonna be some crowd pleasing fights in there.
Okay, one thing I gotta get a prediction from you about an upcoming fight, man, that I'm starting to get interest in. Canelo versus Crawford, man. Who you got and tell me why?
I kind of like trying to get away from predictions, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge Canelo fan.
Okay.
So you know, I've been watching Canelo for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He could do it all in the ring. Crawford is amazing talent. I love watching Crawford fight as well, even though he
Mm.
beat my man Spence. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
but
my man too.
Spence
Yeah,
was my man. But I was a
he's still
Crawford.
my guy.
He's still my guy. But I still respect Crawford and respect his skill level. He just going up against a. I think I look at Crawford going up 3 weight classes, not 2. You know, he's
Yeah.
just at one fight at 54, fighting the bigger, stronger guy with the same, skill level. In my opinion, like normally
Mm-hmm.
the bigger guy always wins. And when it comes to 3 weight classes like that with the same similar skill level, Canelo used to taking punches from light heavyweights, cruiserweights. You know what I'm saying? So uh, I get the edge to Canelo, but if anybody could pull it off, it'd be Terence Crawford. If he win that fight, he's gonna put him up as one of the all
Ooh,
time greats.
Lord, yeah.
Put him up one, maybe top 5 all time greats if he can pull this off. And like I said, if anybody could pull it off, he's shown that he can be one of them to do it.
I agree. But listen here, brother, I appreciate you, man. It's always a pleasure. Tell Lamont I got to get him on here. Other than that, man, I appreciate you. You take it easy, man, and God bless you. Enjoy your weekend.
All right, God bless you as well, brother. And thank you. Enjoy your weekend as well.
You take it easy, brother.
All right.
And we out.